Hello and good day. I would like to demonstrate today how to fillet snapper beeliner. Um, this comes from Florida, from the East Coast, from the Atlantic side. This is an unusually large beeliner snapper. Normally they are a little bit smaller, but this is a good girthy beeliner snapper. As it is still a small fish under the size of 18 inches, it is still a great fish and a big fish for its species. Again, this is a beeliner snapper, and I will be using the 8-inch Bubba Blade Breaker knife. So this is how I fillet every fish that I touch when I'm either out on the water or when I'm in a shop fishmongering for a store. So here we go. We start with the zipper cut. Always start here at the anus with just the tip of your knife. You want to ease it in and find that line all the way down. When you get to the end, you're going to drive your knife all the way through and pull it to the outside. That has now created the start of a beautiful fillet. Turn the fish, always keeping it away from you. You're going to start again where your knife stopped. You're going to come right up the backbone line. This is called the zipper cut. You can see a snapper normally has very tough scales, but if you'll follow your lines on coming up a fish, you can create a beautiful fillet every time. Now you're going to lift the gill, come in behind the gill plate, finding that rib bone, pierce through that rib bone, and pull through. There's a napkin I had stuffed in the belly to dry it out. That now is the beginning of a beautiful fillet. From here, it will be nothing but running your knife, finding the backbone, finding up and over the backbone, popping some pin bones, and coming down to a fillet. Let's move to the other side and continue the zipper cut. Again, starting at the anus. Find that line. It'll come up, come to the tail, up and over that backbone, and through. Finding that same cut, come up, run your knife all the way up that backbone. Beautiful zipper. Again, lift that gill plate. Stabbing through and slicing down. That is now the beginning of a beautiful fillet. And now we begin our fillet. You're going to insert the tip of the knife into his backbone where you started that. You'll find the backbone, come all the way down. You'll ride that vertebrae. Lift up, find it. There's the vertebrae, coming up and over that backbone, down, down. Now up here, we have what are called pin bones. These pin bones are tough. You'll take the tip of your blade and come backwards. The pin bones are now through. Before finishing this fillet, you're going to want to flip it to the other side and finish filleting the other side before you lop the rest of this side off. It helps if you keep the meat on the fish to create a balanced fillet. If the fillet is not on the other side, the fish tends to flatten out and you won't get as beautiful a fillet as you did on the first side. Again, starting at the top, towards the head and the shoulder, coming down, finding that ridge line. There's his backbone. Coming down and through. Pin bones, 1, 2, 3. Now up and over his ribs and down the belly, down the belly, down the belly. And boom, that is a perfect fillet. Just using the tip of the knife. And that is a beautiful fillet. You've left little to no meat on the carcass. You've taken everything up to the head. Beautiful, beautiful fillet. Beautiful snapper. And there are two beautiful snappers ready for any restaurant, good for any market. I like to cut this belly side off using my Bubba Blade, just with one stroke. That knife cuts through there so beautifully. Just one stroke. There you go. Now, what else I like to do when I'm serving fish to especially my family members or myself, because I don't like to work when I'm eating. I like to do all my work prior to. I remove the pin bones. Pin bones are right up here. You're going to 1, 2, 3, 4. I count 4. I'm going to come up here, point my blade up, find those bones, right up them. Come right on this other side, ride my knife under and on the skin, and boom, pin bones removed. This is a boneless piece of fish now, while still on the skin. Pretty, beautiful fish. Again, finding that pin bone, riding up on the top side, and finding them on the bottom side, riding your knife along the skin. And the Bubba Blade just removes them perfect every time. This is now